Today I want to explain how to make use of Dexscreener. So first of all, I will take you to Play Store and show you the application. And if you are using iPhone, you can go to Apple Store and check and look for the application Dexscreener. Now let's go to application Play Store. This is Play Store. Simply search for Dexscreener. This is it. You can see the application. This is the Dexscreener I'm talking about. So I have it on my phone. Now I'm going to teach you how to make use of this application efficiently. Now let me click on it. You can see the logo. Now when you come to Dexscreener, this is the dashboard. So that is how it's going to appear, particularly if you are making use of phone. There are so many things you can do here. If you have been using it, you can customize it, you can set your filter. Now I will be explaining everything here, and if you want to make any settings, so I will explain it. Now first of all, if you can click on menu here, you see your accounts and everything. If you want to check their Twitter, their Telegram, Discord, you can check it here. If you want to change the screen display, you can change it and everything. For instance, if I want it dark, see, if I want it light, so you can set. Let's go back to Dexscreener. First of all, let me explain this place. Here you can see 24 hours volume, $7.92 billion. That is the total volume of tokens being traded on this application. And you can see number of transaction, 24 hours transaction. We have 23,801,000 plus, and here you can see block transaction. That is block transaction showing over there. Now look at this place. You can see trending is indicated, is highlighted there. That means all these tokens you are seeing here, they are currently trending. So if you are looking for tokens that are currently trending, you can choose from this one. And this other one here, you can see new. If I click new now, that means all the tokens that will appear on this screen will be new token. Here they are all new tokens, as you are seeing here. So we can still customize, you can still filter it to what we want. But first of all, let me explain in such a manner. And the top here, those are the tokens that are leading currently. Now let's come down to the bottom. This bottom here, you can see this. You can see bottom here. You can see it. This is 24 hours. That is if anytime you want to make any filter on this application, all this thing under here, that is where you can make your settings. Now for instance, if you want to change this one for tokens that are maybe the token that are just been listed, maybe in the last 1 hour, in the last 12 hours, you can simply click here like this and select in the last 5 minutes, even if it is token that is just appearing on Dexscreener in the last 5 minutes. So you put it there, or in the last 6 hours. See, so all the tokens that just been created in the last 6 hours, you can still put it in trending, and they have been trending. So you can see, look at it, it has changed here now. You can see this one is no more 24 hours because I changed it under here, and the transaction in the last 6 hours, it has changed as well. So now the other setting you can make here, you can see all changes. All chains simply means all blockchains. So if you want a token that is built on a particular chain, for instance, if a token is built on Solana, that is where you are going to select. You want a token that is built on Ethereum, that is where you are going to check it. You want a token that is built on Base, BSC, and many other. Now let's click on chain. You can see Solana here. So you click on Solana or you click on Ethereum. So let's click on Solana, as we all know that most of the meme tokens are built on Solana blockchain. Now you can see another thing has appeared after we selected a particular chain, a particular blockchain. Then dexes have appeared now. That dexes simply means decentralized exchanges. That is a marketplace where we can trade all these tokens, but the marketplace is not a marketplace like Binance, Bybit, and the rest. It's a marketplace that has no middleman. Everything you want to do it, you do it yourself. You have control. Nobody, you cannot chat any customer hub that you want to do this or that. It's a decentralized exchanges, and anytime a token is created, that is where all the token will first of all appear. So you can get them before they graduate to centralized exchanges. So now once you are choosing a blockchain, then you will now choose any of these decentralized exchanges. You can see all this one. That means any token built on Solana can be traded in one or two of these marketplaces. So all these places are marketplaces, though some of them combine marketing with creation. Some of them, as you can buy and sell there, they can still create tokens there, like launch lab. They can still create like this pumped on fund. You can create token there and you can trade there. Now we are not going to go to that area now. Now choose Radium, because most of the token created on Solana blockchain are traded on Radium. Now all this one we don't really need all these sorts, and this rank we don't need it. Most times it just simply means the rank of the token we want to trade. You can set it if you want to set it, but in most cases we don't need the rank. The profile, we don't need it. Boosted simply means the tokens that are boosted, on the Dexscreener here, and the adverts. You see adverts here. When a token is created, it can be advertised on Dexscreener. And the liquidity, this is important aspect. For instance, all these tokens, as I will explain, they are all just created in the last 6 hours, and they appeared on the Dexscreener in the last 6 hours. So if you want to do a little bit filter, you click on this liquidity. That liquidity simply means amount of money in the liquidity pool that we can make use of in trading, buying and selling of the token. Without liquidity, a token cannot be created, cannot be traded. Now you can set your token. For instance, now you can click 10K, at least a token that has a $10,000 liquidity. But if you want to make a custom settings, you click on minimum here. At least you want a token that has minimum of 20,000 liquidity and a maximum of let's say 100,000 liquidity. Then you click on apply. Now you can see all these tokens. Now if you look at it here, let me show you. Now you can see this one has a liquidity of 52, 74, 34, 47, 55, and it was created in the last 7 hours. Say this one 7 hours, 9 hours, 6 hours, because originally we set 20 in the last 6 hours, but because of the liquidity setting, that is why we are having some tokens created in the last 9 hours, 7 hours, and the rest. And you can see like this one too, like all this one, you can see all of them. You see their volume, you see their market cap, see volume. Okay, let me show you. See volume here, see volume. Look at their market cap. Those are the things you can see here. But if you want to know more about them, you need to click there, which we are still going to reach. Then the volume, you can click on volume and set volume of a token. If you want a custom setting, maybe a token that has been traded at least $250K in minimum, and let's say 500,000 in volume, you choose the custom. Then you choose the custom. Then we come to pair. This pair simply means age. That is where you can choose age here. That is maybe a token that created in the last 6 hours, 12 hours, and the rest. So you can choose it here. You can choose it here. If you want to make custom, then you type it, and after you type it, then you click on, for instance, let's say in the last 12 hours to 24 hours. So you click on apply. You click on apply. So you can see you click on apply. And if you want to clear all of them at once, you click clear here. So for instance, now if I click here, you see all this token with the liquidity that I set and everything. That is why it is appearing here. Now market cap, you can set market cap almost the same way I explained first. So the major setting you can make, you can set liquidity, you can set PH, you can set a market cap. Now this one fully diluted, you don't need it. Transaction, in certain situations, if you want to set transactions, you see how many transactions they have made, maybe in the last 24 hours or direct, you can set it, and buying and selling, how many buys they have done on the token, with the token, and how many sales they have done with it, you can set it. So those are the major settings. And if you want to clear all your settings, you click on reset. So if you want to clear all your settings, you click on reset. And if you have a token, maybe for instance, now maybe in the group I send you a contract address of a token, so you want to look for the token. Once you come to Dexscreener, you click on this search bar like this. You click on the search bar, then you paste the contract address of the token. Automatically it will be searched and it will appear. You click on the first one or second, because when a token is created, it can be traded on different dexes. So you choose anyone, maybe the one that is traded on Radium, the one that is traded on Pump Swap, and the rest. So you choose it. Then watch list. Look at watch list. Maybe you have checked a token and you are actually observing it, so you click on it. It's as if you add it to your favorite that you are watching, and you can set alerts. Maybe you want to set alerts for the price of the token. You can set alerts. For instance, maybe when we enter the token, you set alerts there. Now let's choose a token. Let's click on a particular token now, so that we go deeper. Now, for instance, look at this token. This is the name of the token here. And before you can trade this token, that means you need to have a Solana in your wallet before you can trade it. I have done this video and posted it on my social media before. You see, this token that you must have, like the money you want to spend. That is the one they call quote crypto. And this token that you want to buy, that is this one that you want to buy, that is the base crypto. So when you are on Dexscreener, you must have a quote crypto, and it will be indicated the one you need to have before you can swap the new token you want to trade. So in this case, this particular one, you need to have a SO here before you can swap this token. And the marketplaces where you will be able to trade them, you can swap them. You can see this pump.fun and pump swap. So that two decentralized exchanges, you can trade this particular token there. And this is the logo of the token, and it has one social media, which is Twitter X. Now if you come down here, I have explained all these things in one of my videos. Now because of this particular tutorial, let me explain. This is the price of the token. This is the price of the token in US dollar, and this is the price of the token in Solana. Here is the liquidity, $96,000. And look at this padlock. You see the padlock and the color in green, highlighted in green. That means the liquidity of this token is locked, which is very, very important. Before you trade a token, make sure the liquidity is locked. We can investigate more about how long the liquidity is locked, because liquidity can be locked for 2 weeks, for 1 month, for 1 year, or the rest. So for the liquidity to be locked, it assures us that we can trade this token without the fear of pulling it. Because if a token is not locked, the developer can decide one day and pull the token. So for the fact that the liquidity is locked assures us that we can trade this token safely. Apart from liquidity is locked, there are some other variables that we need to check when we want to trade the token. We have done so many videos about them. So now, because this tutorial is for special class, that is why I am explaining in details like this. And look at this one. This is fully diluted. You don't need much about it. If you are just you don't need much. The market capitalization, that is it. You need that one. And in the last 1 hour, it has increased 15.82. In the last 6 hours, it has increased 513. And in the last 24 hours, 1,078%. Now this is transaction. You can see the transaction. How many transactions have been done on this token? That is 59,000 plus. This is number of buys and the number of sells. So sometimes you need to consider if the buys are more than the sells. Yes, you can see here 35,000 plus, and the sell is 23,000 plus. So in volume, you can see in volume, buy in volume, that is 1.9 million, and here in sell, that is 1.8 million, almost the same thing. And the total of buyers, you see total of buyer 21,000 plus, and the total of seller, that is 10,000 plus. That simply means some buyer are still holding these tokens. That is why. And the makers, when you see maker simply means both sellers and buyers. Now let's scroll. This token now, you can put it on watch list. That is when you want to add it to your favorites, and you set alerts here. You can set alerts here, and this place there is adverts, so you can see adverts here, so you don't need to do anything about that. And here, other thing you need to check here, look at it. When was the token created? The token created in the last 6 hours, 5 minutes ago. And you can see the pool in so you can see the pair which I have explained, and you can see pairs, and you can copy, you check it, you click on it, you copy the contract address of the pair, you copy the contract address here as well. But majorly, anytime you want to copy the contract address, you don't want to get confused, simply copy the contract address of the token there. That is where to copy the contract address anytime you want to copy contract address if you're on Dexscreener. So now, if you want to check their X, so you can click there and check what they are doing, their community, if they have good community and they are posting very well, if they are very active, the community is very active, that's very good. So that, because this time around, if a token is being talked about on social media, it actually helps in making the crypto grow. When I see token, when the community is very active, when the community is very, very active, so I believe that kind of token will do well. And here you can see this community sentiments. You see, people believe that this token is going to go viral, it's on fire in a positive way. See that is going to, they feel bullish about this token. That is why you have a 780, and here they believe it's on fire, that this token is actually going to do well. And this one, both this one, they are positive sentiments, and this one negative sentiments, and this one negative sentiment. Actually, you don't need much about this one. So you see this one, and it's a red flag. You see 14 red flag, it has nothing to do. You don't need to look at that, but you can look at in some certain cases, you can still see the sentiment of a community about the token. Now, if you want to check the charts of this token, if you want to check the charts, you can see that information is highlighted. That means we are in the information section of this token. Then, if you click here, you see charts and transaction. So when we click there, we can see chart and the transaction of this token. So it's loading now. There are so many information about this. It seems I'm going to cut this video into two because it may be too long. Now you can see this is the charts here, up here. There are so many things to do here, but I'm not going to delve into how to do certain setting or how to draw graph and this and that. I'm not going to do that, but you can check the time frame. You see time frame here, so you can choose maybe 15 minutes. What is the activities of this token in the last 15 minutes? As I have said in one of my videos, when you click a particular time frame, this candle is printing. This candle is printing before a candle can appear. That means it will take 15 minutes before it will print. If you choose 1 hour, each candle is printed for a period of 1 hour. Before one candle will appear on this screen, on the charts, it will take 1 hour. If you click 1 day, before each of these candles will appear, it will take 1 day. So when it's come to time frame, here you can choose candle. Here you can choose indicator. Up here, that's why you can choose different things. Maybe you want 9, you want this chart to appear in 9. You want to choose indicators. There are many indicators. I've not even done video on indicator. There are different indicators we can make use of, which I've not done video about. Now let's come down. You can see buying and selling here. You see buy and selling, that is why transaction. And look at this angle. You see the dates. You see the dates here. You see the buy, how much in US dollar. When we scroll, we can scroll like this. You see how many, look at this place now. You see how many of the token that particular money got for each of this buyer, and in Solana, how much is Solana. Then we can still scroll again to the left to see the price and the maker. As I have told you, the both buyers and seller. And if you click on this transaction, it will take you to another interface, which I'm not going to delve. And you can make a custom settings. Here you see this icon. You can make custom setting. For instance, if you want to check the transaction, maybe in the last 1 hour, you can set it there to see the transaction. Here you can make custom setting in each of that place. You can see now this, you want to make custom settings, maybe all or remove hard. That remove and hard, you can make any custom setting you want to do. So, but I'm not going to dwell so much on that. Now, another thing you can still check here is you can see top trader. If you want to check top traders, you can click. Let's click on top trader now. Let's click on top trader and see what they are doing. You can see top trader. You come here, you see some of them. How much this one by $726, and he sold 4,506. You see how much, and the PNL simply means profit and loss. How much is somebody that bought $726 and sold $4,576 dollars? That means he made profit of 3,000. He made profit of 3,850. So you see, and the balance, that means he sold everything. Now you scroll down, you check like this one too. This one purchased 709 and sold it 4,000 plus. So you scroll down, you see the profit 3,340, and so many of them. You can see so many of them. So you check, that is a top traders. You see top trader. Then that is top trader. Then then we can click on holders. If you want to see number of holder, you can see it has been indicated already. 2,706 people are holding this token. So if you click on it, we can see the percentage and the wallet address of each and every one of them. For instance, you want to check the wallet, of this person, you can check it. That is the number one. Number one is indicated there. That's the number one address, and this number one address is holding 7.21%. That is 72.1 million. Now you can scroll down, you see, and you see the volume transaction. Here you can click and know more about that. So that is holders. You can see the distribution of the holder. The distribution of this holder is not bad. You check the top 10. What are they holding? With the top 10 of this token now, they are not holding up to 20%, which is a very good sign. Then we can scroll down here. I have done a video about bubble maps. Look at bubble maps here. So if you click on bubble maps, it will take us to a certain explanation about the holders and how their wallets appear. If there are cluster wallets, that is, we are going to see it on bubble maps. That is, if you check my social media, you are going to see how bubble maps works. If you want to know if these people are manipulating, they are trying to manipulate, or they have an insider wallet called insider wallet, or we call it bundlers. If we have bundlers with this token, maybe people come together and they created this token, or if the developers, they send the token to different wallets in order to be able to rug pull in a systematic way. So you'll be able to see the cluster wallet when you make use of a bubble maps. You can copy the contract address of this token and simply go to your browser and search for bubble maps. Click on bubble maps. You will see where to paste the contract address of the token. Just paste the contract address of the token. and it will tell you a lot about it. So that is for transaction and charts of this token. If you don't want a transaction and chart to appear together, you can click on charts alone. So when you click on charts alone, charts will appear without a transaction. So you can see everything under there without a transaction. You can see charts. See, it is better here. You can enlarge or you can reduce it depending on what you want. See, you can reduce it, you can bring it back, and this, and if you know how to make use of all these icons, that is for technical analysis and others. If you know how to make use of it, which I'm not going to talk about it for now. Now, if you want only transaction, click on transaction at the bottom. You can see transaction is appearing. All those ones that I have explained under, you can see it's better. You scroll down, you see how much people are buying. You see how much people are buying and selling in 10 seconds ago, in 1 hour ago. If you want to buy this token, if you see a token that people are buying and you stay observed, they are loading, they are holding the token, so it's a good sign. And when you check the chart and everything, so it will help you. So now I think I have explained very well about how to make use of a Dexscreener. So if you have any question about how to make use of it, just get in touch with me.